Hey everyone, how is it going? And welcome to my Oldschool Runescape King Black Dragon guide. The King Black Dragon is a level 276 monster that is located in a dungeon that is just south of the Ice Plateau in the wilderness, but the boss itself is not actually in the wilderness, so you don't have to worry about getting killed while fighting the boss. The requirements to kill the King Black Dragon are actually none, but you will need protection from anti-fire, so you can use either an anti-fire shield, a dragon fire shield, and then either of those shields along with an anti-fire potion will do just fine. Recommendations, however, for killing the KBD are at least 80 plus in your melee stats, as well as 70 plus prayer if you are using melee, or 80 plus range, as well as 44 prayer if you are using range. KBD's most notable drops are the Draconic Visage, the Dragon Pickaxe, Elite Clue Scrolls, and the KBD Pet, also known as the Prince Black Dragon. Alright, so first of all, let's take a look at the gear setup that we will be using if we are meleeing. I am currently wearing a Helm of Nina's Knot, Amulet of Fury, Proselyte top and bottom, Dragon Boots, Barrow's Gloves, a Zami Hasta, a Fire Cape, a DFS, and a Ring of Life. So basically I'll explain a few of the things that I am wearing. First of all, I am wearing Proselyte to reduce my prayer usage. You do have to pray melee while meleeing KBD. Now a lot of people actually, I see, wear Black D'hide while meleeing KBD, and I'll explain to you why this is wrong. KBD uses a melee attack and a magic fire breath attack. Now most dragons just have regular fire breath, but KBD uses special fire breath attacks that are magic based. However, your magic defense actually does not reduce the accuracy of these magic attacks, so there really is no point in wearing Black D'hide. So that's why it's best to maximize your prayer bonus by wearing Proselyte. Other things you can switch. If you are on a Black Dragon Slayer task, you could switch out your helm for a Slayer helm or a Black Mask. If you do not have a Zamorakian Hasta, you can switch this out with a Whip. But if you have a Hasta, definitely use it. It is very, very good here. It is miles better than a Whip. So try and get a Hasta if you can afford one. Keep in mind as well that in order to get to KBD, you do have to run through the wilderness. So if you don't want to risk things like a Fire Cape, you can swap it out with like a Skill Cape or just a cheap cape. Alright, let's move on to the inventory. We are bringing a Dragon Dagger, Super Attack and Strength, Anti-Fire, Anti-Poison, a Looting Bag, which I will explain once we get to KBD, a couple of Prayer Potions, a House Tab, Teleport Runes. I'll talk about this as well in just a little bit. This could be replaced with other items that you are using to get to KBD, and the rest, Sharks. Okay, so now let's take a look at what you should bring if you are ranging. I currently have on Full Void, an Armoral Crossbow, Ava's Accumulator, Fury, Broad Bolts, a regular anti-dragon shield, and a Ring of Life. Now, I know not everyone has Full Void or would want to risk it. Again, keep in mind, we're going through the wilderness, so if you don't want to risk your Void, you could always replace it with your best D'hide, so something like Black D'hide top and bottom, Archer's Helm, and Barrow's Gloves would be a good alternative. Also, obviously, if you don't have an Armored Crossbow, you can replace that with a Rune Crossbow. Now, as far as the shield goes, definitely use an anti-dragon shield. If you have a Dragonfire shield, do not wear it. Get a regular anti-dragon shield. A Dragonfire shield reduces your range bonus by like 10 or something like that, and it actually doesn't help you at all because you don't really need defense while you're ranging. Because as I said earlier, having magic defense doesn't really affect KBD's magic-based hits, so having the extra defense doesn't help at all, and it actually really just hurts you. So this is a good overall setup for KBD ranging. Like I said, just replace it with D'hide if you don't have Void. Moving on to the inventory, we have an Anti-Fire, an Antidote, a couple of ranging potions, a House Tab, Tele Runes to get there once again, one Prayer Potion, and the rest Sharks. Now the nice thing about KBD, if you're ranging, is you don't have to pray melee, and pray mage doesn't help as well against the hits. So you don't have to pray anything, you can just stand a ways away and eat food, based on the magic damage you take, so you actually, use less supplies. The only downside is that generally range can be slower than melee, but overall it is a cheaper method of killing KBD and you usually get more kills per trip because you can focus more of your inventory on Sharks. Okay, so once you have either gear set up ready to go, you are ready to go to KBD, so I'm going to go over different ways to get to KBD. Okay, so now I'm going to go over some of the ways to get to KBD. To do this, I'm going to show you basically the ways to get there on the map, so I'm just going to open up the map really quickly. I'm not going to actually go through like every single teleport and show you how to get there, because all I need to do is show you where you will end up after the teleport and how to get there from there. So the first two teleports I'm going to show you are by far the easiest ones. So I'm going to move the map all the way up to the wilderness. Let me scroll out a little bit so you can see, get a better idea where I'm at. So, this is the KBD layer right here where this dungeon entrance is marker. If I scroll out a little bit, you can see the ice plateau is up here, agility training arena is up here, so on and so forth. So this is where the KBD layer is located, just beside the lava maze. Now, the fastest way to get there is to use I think it's called Gorok. It's basically the ice plateau teleport on the ancient spellbook. Now, this requires 96 magic, which I realize is a high requirement and a lot of you might not have, but if you do have it, this is the fastest way to get there. It should teleport you somewhere around here, then you can just run to the south and enter there. The second fastest way is to use the Lunar Magic teleport, which is actually just the ice plateau teleport on Lunar Magics. This one requires 89 magic and it will teleport you up here. Then you can just run through the gate and come down here. So those are by far the two fastest ways to get there. Now there are two other methods to get there as well. So I'm going to move the map down to Edgeville. Okay, so here's Edgeville. Now, this is probably the third fast way to get there. Now what you're going to do is start at Edgeville Bank. And rather than have, as you can see in my inventory, I have the water runes and the law runes for teleports. What you're going to do is start an Edgeville Bank, and rather than have these runes, you're going to have a rune axe. Now, what you do is run up and over here to this first teleport location. The second one's on Fairy Ring. This one right here is the canoe tree. So what you have to do is chop down the canoe tree, turn it into a Waka canoe, and then follow it to the Wilderness Pond. It'll be the last option. So once you make the canoe, click on Wilderness Pond, and it will take you all the way up. Let me zoom out so I can see where I'm at here. It will take you right here. This is where you'll end up right here. There are black chins here, Vedion is here, lava dragons are here, so gives you a good idea of where you're at. You'll end up at this pond right here. Once you're there, all you have to do is run straight west and then north a little bit, and there is the KBD layer. This is the third fastest way to get there, so once again, just take the canoe to this pond and then run over to the KBD layer here. Then the last method, which is, it can be fast, however the problem is it's very inconsistent, so that's why I consider it the slowest. Once again, we are starting at Edgeville Bank, so make your way to Edgeville Bank. You don't need any teleport runes or a hatchet this time. What you're going to do is cross over the bridge, jump over this ditch right here, run north for a while until you get to some mammoths, and as you can see, there is this teleport thingy right here. Now, these are the ancient teleport, I don't know what they're called exactly, but basically what you do is you come on this little gray pad thing right here, you click on one of the pillars, you wait a few seconds, and it will teleport you. Now, the reason why this is not very fast is because it can take you a lot of places. As you can see, there's another one right here, there is another one right there, there's another one right there, and then there's the one that you want, which is right here. So basically, once you do, you go to Edgeville. From Edgeville Bank, you cross the border, run up north, get on this teleport right here, and you just hope that you get lucky and you teleport to this one. It is totally random which one you teleport to, so all you can do is just hope you get lucky and get teleported to this pad right here by the ice plateau. Then you run here and can enter the lair. Alright guys, so whichever way you can do, whatever you have access to, just go there the fastest way you can, and I will meet you once we are in the wilderness. Okay guys, so once you have decided what method you're going to do, let's head over to KBD. Now keep in mind, once again, we are in the wilderness, so don't head to KBD on like World 1 or World 18 where you're obviously going to have a lot higher of a chance of getting PK'd. And before you leave as well, set your quick prayers. If you are meleeing, set your quick prayers to protect item, protect melee, and actually leave piety off, and I'll show you why in just a little bit. Then once you're ready to go, teleport, or get there with a canoe, however you're getting there, and I'm going to obviously click on my teleport. It'll take me deep in the wilderness. Now once I am here, I am going to run southeast towards the KBD lair. There's going to be a gate. I'm going to go through that, and there should be some greater demons. Yep, lesser demons just chilling. Now climb down this ladder. You will be put in like a little island looking area. There should be some poison spiders, and there is a lever on the wall. Before you pull the lever, drink a dose of anti-fire and enter. Make sure your stab weapon is on the stab, or if you're using a whip, just go in. Now hopefully there's not someone on this world. I'm going to be ready to log out, because I don't know. Whoa, what just happened? I think I clicked on the lever more than once, my bad. But I don't know if there's someone in here. I'll be ready to log out. KBD is actually quite popular at the moment with the release of the new KBD pets. Yep, there's someone here. Now the problem with logging into someone else's world, it's actually very hard to log out, as you can see. Despite the fact that I'm not actually attacking it, it will target you, and I don't know why. But, yeah, see, it's hitting me right now, so I'm just going to help this guy kill it really quickly, and then I'll hop, and then I'll be back and show you how to kill the thing. Okay, awkwardly enough, Kiefer's was actually in this world. He is live streaming KBD right now, and I didn't even know he was on this world. That's actually incredibly awkward, but he did tab out, so I'm going to wait a little bit. Wait for the boss to respawn. Wow. Okay, so the boss has spawned. Once it has, turn your quick prayers on, drink your super attack and strength. Then you start killing the boss. Now, the reason why you have piety off on your quick prayers is because you should be flicking piety. This preserves a lot of prayer, but it still allows you to get the boosts from piety. Now, I realize I'm not very good at prayer flicking, as most of you seem to inform me, but as long as you get the general idea, all you're doing is flicking piety on right before you hit, and then turning it off as soon as you have hit. That way you still get the boost, but you're not actually wasting prayer the entire time by leaving it on. KBD is quite easy to kill. You can sit on pretty low HP, as long as you have an anti-fire potion grammar's not my strong suit. His max hit is roughly 10. If you are above 10 HP, you will probably not die, obviously, assuming you have pray melee and your anti-fire potion on. You shouldn't let your health get that low, but, you know, if you're around the 20s, you're perfectly fine. So, again, if you did bring a DDS, use your special attacks. And then put your Hasta back on. I'm going to eat a few food. I'm at 29 health currently, so I'm going to eat up a little bit. And that's pretty much it, guys. KBD is a very, very basic boss to kill. After I'm done with this melee kill, I will bank and show you guys just a quick, easy range kill. But it's pretty simple. There's really not much to it. All you do is pray melee and poke the boss with your Hasta. Really, that's about all there is to it. You can get some pretty good loots from KBD. He actually has a lot of good drops, and it's a pretty good boss for lower levels. It really doesn't have a lot of requirements, and you can kill it decently well with lower stats. So this is a pretty popular boss for lower levels. And for the drop, get some dragon arrow tips. Very nice. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys really quickly why we bring the looting bag. As you can see, sometimes my inventory is going to get full with loot. Sometimes you do kills where you don't eat a lot, and your inventory will get full. So what you do is pull the lever to get back into the wilderness. Use your items on the looting bag. Oh, I buried the bones. Oops. But then you can put your items in the looting bag. Now, if you guys don't know, the looting bag can only be used in the wilderness. And considering I'm not actually in the wilderness right now, I have to pull the lever to get back into the real wild in order to use the looting bag. Okay, guys, well, that is pretty much it for melee. I'm going to bank really quickly, and I'll get out my range setup. Alright, so now I'll show you a range kill. I was actually watching back my gear part, and I actually forgot to tell you to bring a looting bag while using the range setup. I'm totally sorry, I guess I just kind of spaced that, so if you are using the range setup, bring your looting bag if you have one. I don't know why I forgot about that. Okay, anyway, guys, once again, just make your way the fastest way you can. Teleport there. Try and be safe. Again, stay off popular worlds, especially if you're using Void, because right now, what do I risk? I risk 2 of my Void pieces, which obviously is not cool. Nobody likes losing Void, but before you enter, turn your quick prayers to... Actually, nothing. You actually don't need quick prayers on this one. Oh my gosh. Okay, that guy was probably just doing a clue scroll, but that really scared me. Now that that's over with, once again, open the gate, climb down the ladder. You don't need any quick prayers for this one. If you want to pray protect item, you can, I guess. I choose not to because it's pretty hard to die here. So once again, drink your anti-poison, drink your ranging potion, and this world's not free. Let me log. Nice. Okay, once you have found an open world, drink your ranging potion, and basically all you have to do is just attack the KBD. There's really nothing much to it. Again, you don't have to pray against anything. Now, the reason why you don't have quick prayers is because you're going to once again be flicking Eagle Eye. Same way you flicked Piety while using melee. You want to flick Eagle Eye, that way you don't really use much prayer. I have a prayer potion here, just in case of emergencies, but you really won't end up using much of it, so all you have to do is just flick Eagle Eye on. Now, my melee stats are higher than my range stats, so obviously I choose to use range because I choose to use melee because I kill it a lot quicker, but if your range is higher than your melee stats, then definitely feel free to use range. It's actually quite effective here, so if you have an orbital crossbow, you can use your special attacks. If not, there really is, once again, not much to it. All you do is just flick your Eagle Eye on and kill it. So, hope you guys all did enjoy this guide. If you did, / found it helpful, feel free to leave a like down below. Really do appreciate it, guys. It helps me get the video out there. And let me know what you guys thought of the guide down below. Thanks for watching once again, and have a great day, guys.